Yo, what up? What up? What's goody?
What up, bro?
Hello.
How you doing?
Thank you for hopping on live. Thank you to everyone who's watching. This is an edition of Entertainment Weekly Songwriters Camp, and we have the one and
Hmm.
only Mannywellz. Thank you so much for making time to speak with me. For those of you who don't know, he is an extremely talented and amazing Grammy-winning artist who makes amazing, amazing music. He just dropped a project, actually, a new project at the top of October. So how are you doing? How's everything going?
I'm doing good, man. How you doing?
I'm doing good. How's everything been with, the election and all that? Where are you based at?
I'm based in DC, but I'm in LA right now.
Hey.
So, man, I don't know. It's just been interesting. Just I'm trying not to look at my phone
Hmm.
and the news and all of that because it's just a lot. Like my anxiety was out the roof last night. So
Hmm.
I just told my friends to just text me who won. Like just let me
Yeah.
know who won. You know.
Yeah, because it
So
can be a little bit
yeah,
much
man.
and everything like that. Especially, I know like there was a lot of protests going on in Nigeria with NSARS and whatnot. And you are a Nigerian. Would you mind
Yeah.
explaining what's going on and just like shedding light for those people who are watching and don't really understand what's going on in Nigeria right now?
Yeah, so SARS was is Special Anti-Robbery Squad. I think it was established in like '92, and it's supposed to be like a special force in the police unit, a unit in the police force. But um, yeah, they just been wilding out, man. Like if like you and I can't walk freely in Nigeria without being harassed. I got a bandana, I got my earrings, I got the jewelry.
Mhm.
You have, your piercings and the hair and all
Yeah.
that. They look at us as criminals, um,
Yeah.
because I think I think in Nigeria there's a lot of not I think in Nigeria there's a lot of like there are a few individuals that partake in certain illegal activities, but even if that's happening, there's supposed to be like an investigation to see what this person actually does, but they don't investigate. They just cast judgment on anybody that looks like us. So young, fly, whatever. And, a lot of people get shot, a lot of people get killed, a lot of people just go through crazy, crazy things. So the youth people like us were like, no
Mhm.
way, like we're done with that. Like we want a change, we want SARS to end, we want people to be held accountable. So yeah, that's what's been like kind of going on in Nigeria.
And I guess what can people who are in like America who want to help or want to just help out? What can they do? Where can they go? Like where? How can they help?
Honestly, there are people on the ground. There were like organizers. There are people or organizations that you could donate to, like Feminist Coalition. And I think there are a few more. I don't know the names off the top of my head, but like, I think one of the most useful things that we utilized was social media. And if not for social media, I don't think it would have gotten this big and the awareness would have been this much. So, just utilizing social media to talk about it more and sending donations. And I think this is deeply spiritual, man. So just praying, just sending prayer. But pray, was it the word says that prayer without action is dead. So we can't just pray and expect a
Yeah.
miracle. We have to put in the work. So while people put in the work protesting, people are talking to other individuals in power. We have to also be praying and putting in work from even the United States. So like I was posting, I was tweeting, I was having conversations, I was talking to my dad in Nigeria, like, okay, like what's really going on, what's this, what's that, having conversations with friends that what can we do from here. So I guess just really speaking up, like just speaking up on what's going on to kind of raise more awareness about it. So
Hmm. And I know
yeah.
that you came to America from Nigeria in 2003. Do you have a lot of family still in Nigeria, or is your dad the only one that's still there?
Nah, I still have a lot of family. Like my dad's there, his siblings, my cousins, my grandmother's there. She was here last year with us, but she went back. I have a lot of family there still, so and we always like keep in touch and just update each other, send each other love, prayers, just to, make sure everyone's doing well and stuff.
Are they aware of like the magnitude of the work that you're doing? Like you have won a Grammy, like that's some epic. Are they able to be like, yo, like we know him, this is our family, you know?
Yeah, but I think they'll always just look at me as Wale. So my middle name is Wale, and
Mm-hmm.
they'll always just look at me as the little guy from yesterday. You know what I'm saying? But they treat me with respect, and everyone's just like always saying they're proud of me and proud of everything we're doing. But I don't know if they'll always fully understand it. But I'm just happy to be alive. I'm happy to do what I love every day. So like I'm in this I'm in the studio space. So after this I'm getting back in the studio. So I'm just happy that I get to do what I want and what I
And
love.
how old were you when you came to America?
I moved to the States when I was 9.
You were 9, and what was
Yeah.
that like? Just going from being in Nigeria to all of a sudden, being in America and around all these kids and the culture and just like everything just being so heightened.
Um, it was cool. Like I think we were semi-privileged in Nigeria, and we were exposed to like, American culture through TV, movies, and just all that. And also my cousin is a man who also raps. His family
Mm-hmm.
would always like travel to the States every summer. So they would just come back with like, fire stuff for us. And it's like, oh, this is what it's like. And they did it every summer. And so it's like an update, oh, this is what we did. We went to the amusement park and things like that. So, but it was cool. Like I didn't have any, I didn't have too many problems transitioning from Nigeria, like, from Nigeria to the States, unlike other people and other stories that I've heard of.
And so, when did you start playing like instruments, and I guess when did the music start happening?
Oh, my family is a music family, so I was born into like music. My dad's a musician, so I, from what I remember, I started singing maybe like 5, 6. I started playing instruments maybe uh like 7, 8, 9. My mom said I always used to like beat on pots in the kitchen
Mm-hmm.
and like just use pencils and just beat on the pots. Um, and then I started producing when I was like 15. I saw Ron Leslie produce a beat on YouTube, and I was like, oh, that's what I'm gonna
Mm-hmm.
do. Because even in Nigeria, listening to like Timberland and Aaliyah, I was always curious as to like, yo, how did they do that? Like, how did they get a voice
Mm-hmm.
of like vocals on a track or on a beat? So I kept that same curiosity, and then as soon as I came across Ron Leslie, um, I was just like, yeah, I'm gonna do this. And I researched, found the beat software, and I started making beats.
And
Yeah.
so, how many like what's the official instrument count? Like, how many instruments do you play?
Piano with keys. Play the drums, play the talking drum, the piano keys, drums, any percussive element really. I play a little bit of guitar, a tiny bit of like bass. Um, I used to play the trumpet when I was like in fifth and sixth grade, and I tried to pick up the harmonica over quarantine, and yeah, that it's still there. I haven't picked it up since like what June or something. So she said 6. Somebody said 6.
Yeah, Mackenzie said 6. So let's kind of talk a little bit about like your new project. You dropped was it is it EP or an album? What do you call
EP,
it?
an
EP. So you
EP.
dropped that in October.
Hmm.
Did you have any apprehension about like dropping a project in the middle of like this pandemic where everyone is just at home and not doing shit, or were you just like, I gotta just drop this? This is my shit.
Yeah, so like we started. I started the project like December 2018. So like when I finished it in I think like April, May, I didn't want to hold on. Excuse me, I didn't want to hold on to it for too long. So I think we moved back the date once or twice from like September to October. But in my head, I just wanted to let it go because I, as artists, we're just always creating. And I thought it was important for people to just see where I was at from like 2018 to like early 2020. So like for a year and a half, because I feel like the music I'm creating now is a lot even different from, Mirage. So I felt like it was important for people to hear that now this year before like 2020 is over.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I guess on this project and also on all your projects, in a sense of like, I think a lot of African artists will sometimes, kind of get to be a little bit more known and decide to start making like, American-esque music. But throughout all of your music, you kind of stayed true to your roots and you stayed true to the music that people that of the continent, kind of expect you to make. Is that just a conscious thing, or is it, or like, I guess, how do you decide what kind of music to make? I guess.
Honestly, I just create what I feel.
Mm-hmm.
So like I I'm deeply rooted in my Nigerian culture. I haven't been there since, but my accent is still heavy.
Mm-hmm.
I eat African Nigerian food all the time. I
Jollof. I
talk to
love jollof rice
people.
so much. Oh my god.
Buy it.
Y'all have the best jollof rice. Y'all have the best. I promise you on God. Y'all have
Hey,
Nigerians have the best
yeah,
jollof
y'all
rice.
hear
I
that?
promise you.
Nigeria got the best jollof rice. But like, I just create what I feel. So create fusing sounds is just how I feel, and it represents where I am in life.
Mhm.
Like, you know, Nigeria, but I'm living in America.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? It's just a combination of both.
Yeah. You're also, one thing people know is you are a DACA kid. For those who are watching and don't understand what that is, and I'm just not aware, would you mind explaining a little bit about that and get your experience?
Right. So, DACA is I think it's deferred action for childhood arrivals.
Hmm.
So, what that does for people like myself that came at a really early age, it lets us stay in the States and work, pay taxes, do almost everything but travel, vote, um, yeah, to travel and vote. We can't travel and we can't vote. So it's crazy. Like we can drive, we can get jobs, we can start businesses, we can give America money. America won't let us leave and come back freely. So it's I'm grateful for being a DACA recipient, but like we want more. Like even as we're looking at this election, we want
Hmm.
to put um people in power that will kind of like favor us because I'm a law abiding human being, so I follow the laws. I don't do nothing crazy. I just I just, I just want to be able to travel and come back
Hmm.
and also vote so that my voice is somewhat heard in wherever I am. You know.
And so I guess my question is, how does this election, I guess, impact, the status of like kids like you or who are also DACA kids? Like what kind of things are, I guess, going on legislative wise that people should be paying attention to or be aware of?
Um. So I think the Democratic Party or Biden has a few things in place to kind of to favor us.
Hmm.
And Donald Trump, ever since he got into office, he's always somebody said Mackenzie's.
Mackenzie.
Yo, I used to be so insecure about my talking voice, yo. I appreciate that.
You're doing
But
good. You're doing good.
Donald
Big ups.
Donald Trump, is a man. Like he wanted to end the DACA program,
Hmm.
and he kept trying. There's so many things that's going on in the states in the country, and he was just worried about DACA kids, like 800,000 individuals compared to millions of people that live in the states. So he tried and tried, but he didn't. Um, he wasn't able to end the program. But I think, God forbid, but if he's back in office, I feel like he's
Hmm.
going to end it, and that's going to put a lot of us and yeah, it's gonna be sad. But by the grace of God, he loses, and boom, we gonna be all right.
So I guess then it's like, because I think a lot of times artists who make music kind of tend to shy away from making politically charged statements because, you know, you want to fuck up the money, whatever the case may be. But I think you being a DACA kid, shout out Mackenzie's parents also, but you being a DACA kid, I think you've just been very upfront and vocal about that. Is that scary to like just to you're not a citizen, you know, so like anything could, God forbid, happen? Is that, I guess, scary, or how does that, I guess, impact your music and the things that decisions that you choose to make?
I ain't scared of nothing, man. I just jumped out of a plane. What's the
Hey,
worst they gonna do? They kick me out? Like
facts.
my music
Yeah.
music isn't bound to one country, and my mission and my purpose. But the reason why I'm so um the reason why I'm involved in this community is because a lot of kids can't and usually won't speak up, and I just want to show them that, look, you can do whatever you want anywhere in the world, and if you choose to do it in the United States, you can you can excel with or without, Trump. So like, DACA individuals and any undocumented individual that wants to be a doctor, that wants to be a nurse, that wants to be a, politician, that wants to be a musician, like, just do it. And so that's why I speak up, and that's why I'm like,
So
do what you want to do.
you're not you're not being able to travel. Does that mean you can't like tour? Like you can't go to like Europe and perform, so you have to stay here? Or
I have to stay here.
so
Yeah.
how do you like? Go ahead. No, go ahead. You're fine.
So when I toured with Jadena,
Hmm.
I couldn't do the Canada date. Like, I had to come home, and like that was like this. That was, I'm laughing now, but I was sad, boy. I was sad. And just thinking about it, like, we have fans in like Kenya. There's a billboard in Kenya even after the pandemic. Like, if I wanted to go to Kenya right now, I couldn't go and come back. So it's like, it's sad to think about, but I just keep on holding on to and being optimistic that something is going to happen, something good is going to happen.
So then, so I guess is social media the, I guess, only way for you to reach like those fans who live like in Europe and Kenya and Nigeria who you can't, perform for?
Um, Social media is the strongest way, but I think that the music is spreading just by word of mouth in Kenya and in Nigeria and like South Africa. It's like, hey, I found this kid, Mannywellz, check him out. So I think, and that's a good thing to watch and see happen, because I just think that's the best form of marketing, word of mouth. So the fact that I was able to create a product that people enjoy makes me feel good. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just excited to keep going on this journey with like the people that support me, like my fans, family, my team, and all that stuff. So, okay.
I'm gonna ignore Mackenzie. So you mentioned, working with Jadena. I mean, touring with Jadena, and you've also worked with, Wale and Van Jess. How did those collaborations come about? Because when I listen to them, they just sounds very organic and authentic, and it doesn't seem like it's like some, like, how a lot of times record labels put people together, and it's just like this does not even this what the fuck is going on. But like all of the collaborations that you have done, they all sound very authentic and organic. So how did those come about?
Yeah, I mean, the cool thing is that we're independent, so we don't have like a label behind us to force us to make those type of plays, and we just have like good relationships with the people. So, like, um, Wale is like a big bro. Van Jess, we had like, those are my like sisters. That's family. Like, we've had lunch and dinner and just watched TV and just laughed
Mhm.
at life. And them is also like the homie. So when I sent all of them these records, they're just like, oh yeah. Like, Van Jess sent a verse in like a week. Thames came out to my New York show, and then I think the next day or the day before, she recorded the verse for a piece. I sent, Wale a million, and like a week later, he came back home to DC, and I opened up the studio during the pandemic, and
Mhm.
he just made it happen, and like everyone was like, "What's up?" What's up? like I wasn't even in the studio while he recorded because
Yeah.
I was just like, I don't know, it's COVID,
Hmm.
but
Yeah.
like
Um,
those are the peoples.
could you, I guess, walk us through the process of making and how did that song come about? How long did you have it before Wale jumped on it? What was that whole, I guess, process like?
So A Million was probably one of like the not probably was the last song that I worked on, and I wanted to tell a story with the project. I wanted to identify that there's a problem and this is the solution to the problem. So I am in a toxic situation and I want to say peace sign. I want to say bye to this. And then the best way to do that, one of the best ways is just like, oh, I'm worth something. Like, I need to love myself. You know what I'm saying? That's why A Million says, gonna love myself and I don't need your help. So if you need somebody's help to love yourself, like, I think there's a problem, you know? So,
Hmm.
yeah.
And so, how long did you sit on it before Wale jumped on it?
Not, not long. I think I had played him other songs. I think I played him Downfall and like last year or something. And I even have clips of us just vibing the Downfall. Um,
Hmm.
but I think I held it maybe like a month or 3 weeks. And then because in my head I was like, oh, everybody's busy, I'm busy, and it's a pandemic. But I sent it to him, and he was like, let's do it. And I was like, oh shoot. He said he's coming to DC the next week, and he came in. I got him in the studio. It was done after that. Like it was such an easy, like that part of the project was pretty easy.
Mackenzie said that she feels like she forgot some of the lyrics to Million. How's it go? Do you want to
I,
sing? I'm
I,
putting on
I,
the spot because of Mackenzie.
I'm gonna read the lyrics. Look, uh, it's crazy. Yo. It says, "I tell you the truth all the time. If I say it's, hold on. First off, that's a bar. Like,
It's a
imagine
bar.
you telling somebody, like, I tell you the truth all the time. If I say it's you, I'd be lying. Whoa, like you're
That
pretty
big
much at
shit.
the point where you're fed up and you're like, damn,
Yeah.
like you're not the right person for me, or you're not the right thing. It's not the right situation. It's not the right friendship. So I need to let you go at this time. Feelings are getting old. Um, this is a terrible cycle. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. I was really proud of myself. I remember when I played it for my manager, and she was like, "That's so bad." She went crazy. She's in here too. She's like, "Wait, why y'all doing this to me right now, man? Come on, this ain't like a talent show, you know." I
But
tell you the truth all the time. If I say it's you, I'll be lying. Need to let you go, it is time. Feelings got to know, got nothing to show. Terrible psycho. That's it. Go listen to the
thank you.
song, Sarah. See, I'm out.
Are you happy, Mackenzie? Are you happy, Mackenzie? Is this made your day? Um, I also would like to, I guess, know like I guess how has the DC area influenced your sound? I feel like the DC DMV area has a very specific sound, and I think that some of the best music I have ever heard has come out of that like area. I guess how has that sound and those people from that area impacted the music that you make? Being a Nigerian American or an artist from Nigeria that makes music and resides in America.
I mean, like you said, like this area, the DMV area has a lot of fire
Yeah.
individuals, from the big dogs, Logic, Wale,
Hmm.
to like Gold Link,
Yep.
there's Ray Lennox, there's me, there's Ade, there's Flex Cartel, there's O Slice, there's
Hmm.
Zamba, there's Cicero, there's Foggy Raw, there's like Alex Vaughn, there's all these people. And I think we're all just getting to a place where like we all appreciate each other's music for the most part, and then we're all able to like just influence one another. So like I know one of my songs, the old songs, Watermelon, kind of has like that go-go bounce to it, you know, and it's like heavily influenced by go-go and Timberland. Um, so I think like music from the area, um, at least the ones that I mentioned, we're trying to just push the area forward intentionally and unintentionally by just being ourselves, because everyone kind of has like a different experience, and we all just share our experiences through our music, and that kind of tells through the sound. So like you might have like some trap, you know, some trap artists that just lived in the trap, and they're gonna talk about the trap. You know what I'm saying? And you got people from the suburbs, and I didn't live in the trap. You know people from the trap, but like I'm not gonna say I'm in the trap because I didn't grow up in that space. You know what I'm saying? So it's just cool to see different people coming out of that area and just doing their thing.
Yeah. I guess what do you like? What kind of things can people expect? Is there like new videos coming soon? Like, or what can people, I guess, look forward to in the next months, end of the year? What's on the docket?
We did a video. We shot a video for 1 million, so that should be coming out soon. We
Hey,
I don't know. Yeah, I'm gonna just say it. We did the live version of the EP.
hey, when is that dropping? When is that dropping? When is that? We need that. Streets need that.
Hey man, we gonna send you the info, man. We gonna send you the info.
Thank
I
you,
can't. We
Mackenzie.
gonna send
You know
you
what
the
to
info.
do.
Yes,
Fire, fire,
Mackenzie.
fire, fire.
But like, that's gonna be a vibe.
Hmm.
Like, I'm really excited for that. Like, it's crazy. So yeah, man.
Yeah. Um, is there anything else that you want to discuss that I didn't cover? Does anyone else have a question that y'all want us to go over before I dip out?
Um, ooh la la. Just want to encourage everybody to stay up, to pray up, to remain optimistic and positive, especially as we're going through this election. I know that life is hard and we all go through different situations, but life is a gift. So that's why we kind of like started Ooh La La. It's like, you know, we're just happy to be alive despite all the hardships that we go through in life. I'm grateful for life, you know. So
Um,
that's it, man.
Mackenzie asked, when are we getting a new video? I feel like she knows that, but like, when are we getting a new video?
When are we getting a new video? Very soon. We're looking like in the next few weeks by the grace of God. So we need to finalize some edits, and
Mhm.
yeah, we're gonna let it go for the people. Like we're not gonna hold on to
All right.
this. Yeah.
I'll keep my eye out. Thank you so much for making the time to talk to me. You're an amazing talent. It's hot as
Thank
hell
you,
in
man.
LA. I'm in LA right now and it's hot as shit. So I hope that you stay, like relax, all that stuff. But thank you so much. Good luck with everything. I look forward to seeing the live EP, all that kind of stuff. Good luck and everything. For real, congrats on all your success this far and everything that's gonna happen. For real, you're an amazing talent.
Thank you, man. Thank you for having me. This was fun.
Hey, no problem. My pleasure.
Yeah.
All right. Peace out.
I
Bye.
peace out.